I'm in the studio with a couple of the province's best when it comes to Métis jiggers and dancers. Tanse, and welcome to Hugo, Martel, and Shelly Collins.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of dancing, get you guys dancing here in a little bit, but wanted to talk a little bit about Métis Week and what Métis Week means to you guys.
Métis Week means to me being proud of who I am. I was always instilled in such pride since the age of 10, and that's why I am a performer. Thanks to my parents for taking us out every week and putting that pride in us and having us, showcasing us around the province, around Canada, the territories, the states, and sharing our culture and our heritage to a lot of people who don't know a lot about the dances and the history and the traditional ways of it. So I'm just glad to be invited out to events like this today. So thank you. And I'll also be at the gala on Saturday performing for the Métis Nation of Alberta, which is a huge event in coming together in unity for Métis Week.
Awesome. And how long have you been at it for dancing?
I started when I was 10. I started learning when I was 10. I started performing when I was 12. So I took a break for about 10, 15 years, and the Métis Child Jiggers got me out a few years ago. So I started again a few years ago, and now I'm back with the Kikino Northern Lights, and just very happy to be dancing with Hugo Martel. He teaches every Friday at the Friendship Center. He's helping teach my daughter, and that's just what it's about, is handing down the traditions that we were blessed with.
Yeah, and handing those traditions down. Awesome. And Hugo, how long have you been at this? How did you get your start?
I learned at the Canadian Native Friendship Center. My mom has been a pillar in my life, and she'd always remind me of where we came from. My grandfather always used to say that you have to be proud of who you are before you can be proud of anything else.
Awesome. And you said that you started at the Canadian Native Friendship Center, and here you are teaching. So it must be like a kind of a full circle thing for you to give back that way.
It is. And I always encourage people to come out and dance. It's a privilege to be able to share your culture when you get older. A lot of kids are really nervous, they don't realize a lot of their weaknesses, and until you go out and face the world, then you'll never know what your weaknesses are.
Awesome. Great words. And on top of that, some of the dances that you guys do, we hear the Orange Blossom Special and the Red River Jig, and one of the most popular ones being the broom dance. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about the history of the broom dance and how that came about?
Now, I'm not going to pretend to know things that I don't know, but the broom dance, as far as I'm concerned, was always something we were taught, but didn't really have an explanation for. Some people say it was from trying to hide the dances from some of the Indian agents. Not sure again, but I can definitely talk about the other dances.
Sure. The let's say the Red River Jig.
The Red River Jig? Well, the name is apparent because it was formulated probably in the Red River area, and it's our Métis national anthem, and we are proud to share it wherever you're from. Wherever you're from will depend on how you do the Red River Jig. So if you go up north, they tend to do it a little bit faster. From here, we do it a little bit slower. The jigging is a little bit different too. Up north, apparently they lean more on their toes, and down here, you see the difference. A lot of competitions look at you and they judge your Red River Jig a lot differently too.
Awesome. And where you guys? How can people find the Kikino Northern Lights online or on the internet?
The Kikino Northern Lights, they have a Facebook page. It's called the Kikino Northern Lights Dancers. They're also on, what is that?
Right. Instagram?
And they're on Instagram and TikTok as well. They do a lot of shows. They'll be dancing this weekend, like I said, for the Delia Gray Memorial. They're the second generation dancers. I'm glad to say that I'm part of the first generation dancers. Like I said, I've been doing this for over 30 years, and we have our little ones starting. They have a little 1-year-old baby who they got going. So definitely look up their page and hopefully invite them out to your event.
Yeah, I'll have to throw all the class information up on the blog as well, so people can maybe jump in and learn some jigging from Hugo over here. Again, thank you to Hugo Martel and Shelly Collins. We're going to be out in the studio for the first time doing some jigging here for Métis Week. Happy Métis Week, guys, and thanks for.